After a terrifying medical scare, Jamie is now dropping some bombshells, and it's all pointing to Diddy. What you're about to hear will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the music mogul. Trust me, you'll want to stay till the end because this is one of the biggest celebrity dramas we've seen in a long time. So, let's start with Jamie Foxx's recent health scare. News broke out that the actor had suffered a medical emergency, but the details were scarce. His family kept things private, and while they reassured fans that Jamie was on the mend, insiders close to him revealed a much darker side of the story. According to these sources, Jamie's condition was critical, and many were left wondering if there was more to this sudden illness than what met the eye. But here's where it gets really interesting. Right before Jamie fell ill, he had started speaking out about some of Diddy's secret parties. Now, if you followed celebrity gossip over the years, you'll know that Diddy's parties are legendary for being wild and extravagant. But it's not just the luxury that catches people's attention. Rumors have been swirling for years that something far more sinister happens at these events, and Jamie, being a frequent guest, seemed to have had enough. Now, here's where the plot thickens. Jamie wasn't the first to hint at the darker side of Diddy's life. Fellow comedian Cat Williams has been vocal about what really goes on at Diddy's infamous parties. In fact, Cat made some shocking claims not too long ago, suggesting that Jamie's health issues weren't just a coincidence. According to Cat, Diddy may have had a hand in orchestrating this medical emergency, and it's all tied to the secrets Jamie knew about those parties. Williams has always been one to speak his mind, and he didn't hold back this time either. He claimed that Hollywood's elite had been protecting Diddy for years, allowing him to get away with things most people wouldn't believe. But now that Diddy's shield of protection is falling apart, these same elites are turning their backs on him, leaving him exposed and vulnerable to the consequences of his actions. Jamie Foxx and P Diddy weren't just acquaintances, they were close. Their relationship goes all the way back to when Jamie first started making waves in the entertainment industry. Jamie admired Diddy's success and his ability to throw some of the most legendary parties in Hollywood. In fact, Jamie used to joke about trying to throw parties that could compete with Diddy's, though on a much smaller budget. At first, Jamie seemed to be in awe of Diddy, attending his extravagant gatherings and enjoying the perks of being part of Diddy's inner circle. Diddy's parties have long been seen as the stuff of legends, filled with celebrities, lavish decorations, and exclusive guest lists. But behind all the glitz and glamour, there were rumors of something much darker. For years, whispers have surrounded Diddy's parties, with accusations that these events were more than just innocent fun. According to multiple sources, these gatherings involve some pretty disturbing activities, ranging from inappropriate behavior to more extreme allegations involving underage individuals and male rappers. These rumors have persisted for decades, but it wasn't until now that they began to gain serious traction. Things started to unravel after Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, filed a lawsuit against him in November 2023. The lawsuit brought forward disturbing claims about their relationship, exposing the power dynamics at play, and even hinting at more shocking details about Diddy's private life. It was a revelation that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. In her lawsuit, Cassie alleged that Diddy had a penchant for orchestrating encounters involving male escorts and younger individuals, drawing chilling parallels to the long-standing rumors surrounding his parties. She even mentioned that Diddy had a habit of recording these encounters without consent, adding another layer of disturbing behavior to the already damning accusations. Now, back to Jamie Foxx. As someone who had attended Diddy's parties for years, Jamie wasn't just an outsider looking in. He had first-hand knowledge of what went on behind closed doors. In past interviews, Jamie had hinted at the chaotic and wild nature of these gatherings, but he never fully exposed the truth. That is, until now. Jamie recently began to open up about what he witnessed at these parties, and according to sources close to him, this was the final straw. He knew too much, and he was ready to talk. The details that Jamie shared were nothing short of shocking. He claimed that Diddy once asked him to record some of the more questionable activities that took place during these events. And what Jamie saw disturbed him so much that he decided to distance himself from Diddy altogether. But as soon as Jamie made the decision to pull away, that's when things took a turn for the worse. His sudden illness, combined with the timing of his revelations, has led many to believe that this was no coincidence. In fact, several insiders have claimed that Jamie told the police during his hospital stay that he believed someone had tried to take his life. And who does everyone think is behind it? You guessed it, P Diddy. Diddy's empire is beginning to crumble, and it's not just Jamie Foxx who's speaking out. Cat Williams has been one of Diddy's most vocal critics, accusing him of everything from silencing whistleblowers to orchestrating harmful plots against his rivals. According to Cat, Diddy has fallen out of favor with Hollywood's powerful elites, leaving him exposed to the consequences of his past actions. And it's not just the Hollywood crowd that's turning against Diddy. Several former associates, including musicians like Mase, have come forward with their own stories of betrayal and manipulation at the hands of the music mogul. Mase, who was once a close collaborator with Diddy, hinted that there was much more going on behind the scenes than anyone realized. He even suggested that his sudden shift towards religion may have been influenced by the disturbing things he witnessed at Diddy's infamous parties. The lawsuit filed by Cassie against Diddy in 2023 was a turning point. The details that emerged from the case were beyond shocking. Cassie didn't hold back, describing instances where Diddy allegedly engaged in abusive behavior and even orchestrated encounters that involved other individuals. According to her, Diddy had a dark side that was carefully hidden from the public for years. One of the most jaw-dropping claims in Cassie's lawsuit was that Diddy had threatened to harm Kid Cudi after finding out that she had started dating him. She even alleged that Diddy tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car, a claim that sent chills through the entertainment industry. While these allegations have yet to be proven in court, they paint a picture of a man who is willing to go to extreme lengths to maintain control. Cassie's claims about Kid Cudi were particularly alarming. In her lawsuit, she mentioned an incident in 2012 when Diddy reportedly threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Just a short time later, Kid Cudi's car did explode in his driveway. Although Cudi wasn't harmed, the situation raised serious questions about Diddy's involvement and how far he was willing to go to maintain his dominance and control over those in his life. This alleged incident with Kid Cudi adds more weight to the suspicions surrounding Diddy. Cassie's revelations weren't just about personal grievances. They opened the door to a much larger conversation about Diddy's behavior and how he allegedly uses intimidation tactics to keep people in line. Jamie Foxx, once a regular attendee at Diddy's parties, may have seen similar things, which could explain why he distanced himself before his sudden illness. Let's talk about these infamous parties. For years, Diddy has been known for hosting some of the wildest, most exclusive gatherings in Hollywood. But beyond the celebrity appearances and over-the-top luxury, insiders claim these parties were far from glamorous. According to multiple sources, including Jamie Foxx and other former attendees, these events were the backdrop for behavior that crossed serious lines. Rumors suggest that Diddy's parties often involved inappropriate and highly questionable activities, with some even claiming that underage boys and young male rappers were forced into compromising situations. Jamie's revelations about the nature of these events only added fuel to the fire. He once shared that Diddy asked him to record some of the partygoers, and what he witnessed shocked him to his core. The parties weren't just wild. They were allegedly a front for disturbing behavior that went on behind closed doors. Jamie Foxx isn't the only one speaking out against Diddy. Another figure who has shared his own troubling experiences is Mase, a former artist on Diddy's Bad Boy Records label. Mase was a huge name in the late 1990s, and his album Harlem World helped solidify Bad Boy's dominance in the hip-hop scene. But Mase's relationship with Diddy soured, and he eventually left the label under mysterious circumstances. According to Mase, there was much more to his departure than a simple business disagreement. Some speculate that Mase's sudden turn to religion was influenced by the things he saw while working closely with Diddy. Mase has hinted that there were dark secrets behind the scenes, and it became too much for him to handle. Even after leaving Bad Boy, Mase claims that Diddy tried to tarnish his reputation, making it difficult for him to find work with other labels. Mase isn't the only artist to experience this either. There have been murmurs that Diddy used his power and influence to blacklist those who attempted to distance themselves from him or who threatened to expose what was really happening at his parties. The question now is, how many more people in the industry have been silenced by Diddy's reach? One celebrity who hasn't held back when it comes to calling out Diddy is rapper 50 Cent. For years, 50 Cent has been vocal about his suspicions regarding Diddy's private life. He's never hesitated to take jabs at Diddy, even going as far as to question his sexuality publicly. While 50 Cent's comments may seem like part of a long-standing feud, They've drawn attention to the darker rumors surrounding Diddy's personal and professional life. One particular moment that got everyone talking was when 50 Cent posted a photo of Diddy and Rick Ross on Instagram, where the two appeared to be very close. The post was captioned with something along the lines of, "Something ain't right," and it quickly went viral. While it seemed like a joke, it added more fuel to the rumors about Diddy's private life and his relationships with other male celebrities. But 50 Cent didn't stop there. He's continued to call out Diddy for years, suggesting that there's much more to the music mogul than meets the eye. Could 50 Cent be onto something? Or is this just part of their long-standing rivalry? Now let's talk about Usher, another celebrity whose name has been tied to Diddy's questionable behavior. Usher was sent to live with Diddy when he was just 14 years old, an arrangement made by music executive L.A. Reid. While this may have seemed like a great opportunity for Usher to learn from one of the industry's biggest names, Usher's own account of the time he spent with Diddy raises some serious concerns. In a candid interview with Howard Stern, Usher revealed that he saw some wild things during his time living with Diddy, things that no young teenager should have been exposed to. When asked if he had to do any chores while staying with Diddy, Usher jokingly responded that his only job was to party. But when Stern pressed him about what he saw at those parties, Usher became noticeably uncomfortable, hinting that there was more going on than just innocent fun. Rumors about Usher's time with Diddy have persisted for years, with some even speculating that Diddy may have exploited the young singer. Usher has never fully opened up about his experiences, but the fact that he's rarely spoken about his time with Diddy only adds to the mystery. Usher isn't the only young star whose name has come up in connection with Diddy's behavior. Justin Bieber, who was introduced to Diddy at a young age, has also been at the center of rumors about inappropriate behavior. Diddy took Bieber under his wing when the pop star was still in his teens, and the two reportedly spent a lot of time together. However, whispers of Diddy's influence over Justin started to circulate, with some alleging that Diddy may have played a role in introducing Justin to the darker side of the entertainment industry. There have been claims that Diddy encouraged Justin's drug use, which the singer has been open about struggling with during the early years of his career. In interviews, Justin has talked about how he fell into a dangerous cycle of addiction, starting his days by popping pills and smoking blunts just to get by. He's since turned his life around, but there are those who believe that his relationship with Diddy may have contributed to his downward spiral. Another person who has come forward with allegations against Diddy is singer Jaguar Wright. In a series of interviews, Wright claimed that young men have been left traumatized after leaving Diddy's house. She even mentioned that some, like Meek Mill and Brashear Gray, left Diddy's mentorship in distress, while others, like August Alsina, were reportedly left in need of psychological help after their time with Diddy. Wright's claims echo the stories of many others who have crossed paths with Diddy. Whether these allegations will ever be proven in court remains to be seen, but the sheer number of people coming forward suggests that there may be more to the story than meets the eye. Now, back to Jamie Foxx. As we mentioned earlier, Jamie has been a frequent guest at Diddy's parties, but in recent years, he started to distance himself. The timing of his sudden illness and his decision to step away from Diddy's circle has led many to believe that he may have been targeted for speaking out. Jamie's health scare last year shocked fans around the world. He was rushed to the hospital after suffering a medical emergency on a movie set, and while his family initially kept the details private, rumors soon began to circulate that something more sinister was at play. According to insiders, Jamie told the police that he believed someone had tried to take his life. This revelation sent shockwaves through Hollywood, and many began to speculate that Diddy may have been involved. Jamie had recently confirmed in interviews that Diddy's parties were far from innocent, and he hinted that he had seen things that left him deeply disturbed. Could Jamie Foxx have been silenced for knowing too much? Was his illness really an accident, or was it a calculated move to keep him from exposing more of Diddy's secrets?